Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Throwing right away on the game's first play. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught left side by Odunze.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now they'll set up to throw. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
That pass play good for 22. Good for a Green Bay first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw yet again. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Packers.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a record.
And he's in! Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing quickly and connecting with Bryant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
And they go with the RPO there in the hopes of making something happen after the catch. So often you can kind of run your receiver through those voided zones and come out the backside. I just didn't love the timing. I think you got to just let that play develop a little bit longer and not be in such a hurry. Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He's going to let this one go deep. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field. And a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one taken in by Odunze. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So, on 4th down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A gain of
That one good for 29.
And the Ravens
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play there for Baltimore. 36 yards. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The RPO, that one is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. Back to throw. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Again, it's Blue. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Number 86. Touchdown, Baltimore.
What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one taken at the 7. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And you'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
A run once more with Blue. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard
Now,
line.
Jackson. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. His 4th TD grab of the season. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
The former Notre Dame star, able to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 67 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. They'll run with Blue. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. The extra point is good. And the Packers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Middle. No, we changed it.
Open man, and that's Bryant. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
They'll run with Mitchell. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
DC, ready?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Throwing Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Packers will cut the lead down to 4.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. But the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They'll go. It's Mitchell. He's going to have a Ravens first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson now. That one pulled in by Bryant. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
13 yards.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Off play action.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
DC, right? Get hot!
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, big hole left side.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion.
For the 2-point conversion.
This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion.
32.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Quickly and connecting with Bryant. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
3 yards. First down, Baltimore.
He'll get this reduced to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Slot man in motion right. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And a nice defensive play there. Good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. On third down, Jackson. There's a throw right side taken by Bryant.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. To the air one more time with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. The RPO, that one is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Fourth down, Jackson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. And it works out as they convert on fourth down.
And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, Jackson. That is brought in at the 10. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's a run. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
Derek Brown non-stop. A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spots to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the set. Here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Blue. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after him?
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Brian Burns. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Okay, ready?
They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Real quick, ready?
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. They'll take this forward for about 5.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Back to throw, Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Here's 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Blue. And he goes through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup
So,
of 3.
2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
By the time the defensive backs had come downhill to get involved, we knew there was just no way he was going to get himself out of this. It just shows, Mike, how long he was flailing around back there, that by the time he actually went down, everyone was behind the line of scrimmage chasing him.
This is caught at 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Here is first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 42.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll air one out. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. It is third and long. They'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll come up for first and 10. Here's Jackson. This is caught down that right sideline. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's first down. Jackson looking to throw. Going up top. That is brought in. That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. One last shot now for Jackson. And that's going to be Intercepted. Picked up by Andrew